Welcome back, compas and comrades. This is Joe Weddle, and this is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. And this is our final bout with Peace Walker. Our mission is to stop nuclear war.
Snake, you have to stop that data from being sent.
Okay. Take that. Blow the shit out of this thing. What I'm supposed to do, but this feels good. Okay, do you like that? Huh? Huh? How about this? Yeah. Take that. Go to hell. Let's shoot this big circular thing. We've shot the AI pod to hell on our back. Love this thing. Jeez. It's like squirt blood, antifreeze, and oil. It is beat to hell and back. Did a heck of a job on the snake. Ah, it's such a nice day. Such a nice day for nuclear war. It's probably just like a Kojima mini game, just making me spend all my ammo before it cuts to a cutscene or something. You never know. He's crazy like that. I really have no idea. I mean, there's no health bars or time limit. I wouldn't even know what to do at this point, so I just shoot it at random places. I love Snake's battle suit though. I mean, it just really cool. I mean, I've never played Portable Ops, but like the cover of Portable Ops looks really cool where you've got that, basically a battle suit moving forward in this one. Oh yeah, there we go. Just take out some aggression on that thing. Still gets up. Damn you. I don't know what to tell you, boss. 155 seconds. 150. Could this be? Johnny 5 is alive. No, disassemble. No, stop. I'm alive. It's so sad. Short Circuit 2 and these guys are beating Johnny 5 with his crowbars and he's like, stop. I'm alive. I saw that the other day on YouTube. It made me sad. Oh, I like that look too. Peace.
that song.
Boss, is that you?
How in the...
A ghost in machine? She's drowning herself to stop the transmission.
Look!
That's beautiful, man.
It's functional compensation. When the human brain is damaged, sometimes it recovers over time. Other parts of the brain take over the functions of the damaged parts. Mammal and reptile were patterned after different parts of the human brain. When those parts were assembled together into one, they must have become capable of functional compensation.
It's launching peace all over the world.
Her memories remained with her. Is this her answer? This song.
It's clearly not thinking rationally. It's not using its head. It's using its heart.
This is the fate she chose for herself.
The boss's innocence has been proven. Do you hear it, Snake? Do you hear the boss's song?
You saw it, didn't you? When you went to space, that there's beauty outside of battle. At last, I understand. In the end, it was you who put down your gun and chose instead to sing. They can all hear you. I know they can. And your will shall surely live on. That's what you wanted. So much that you gave up everything you had. But you couldn't achieve it. Isn't that right? And still, all you can do is sing. There's no peace to be found anywhere. And so, we can only keep on hoping.
Oh man, the bandana
Hoping
just came
for
off.
the
Oof.
illusion we call peace.
Eyes are getting a little moist here, man. Bastards. Oh, I didn't want to talk to any of that. This might be one of the best Metal Gear endings out of any of the games, man. In time, all standing armies must be totally abolished. Immanuel Kant, Perpetual Peace, Chapter 1. Wow. That was excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk while this rolls, because I do have a little bit of foresight and foreknowledge into this game, and I think there's a little nugget for us that this is actually not it. So that's all I'll say until we come to that. But man, what a game. Geez, you know, I've actually enjoyed this, I'd say, very closely up there to my Metal Gear Solid 3 experience. I'd say probably the only negatives of the game were the QuickTime events Except some of them were really good. I loved, you know, when Snake was on the horse, running after Peace Walker. That was great. That was really fun. I wouldn't call that quick time event. That was almost like torture chamber, which more or less was torture on my arm. I mean, what can you say? The animations, the graphic novel style depictions and panels. I mean, that's just beautiful and original. The music, very, I don't know, just transient, very 70s-ish, I guess you would say. You know, this hope for the new, you know, new age, a new time, peace. People were sick of war during, you know, that period after the World War II, Cold War, Vietnam. You know, dedicated and loving memory of Project Ito. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to attempt to read this because I never can read this quick enough. Basically giving you all the key dates going through at the end of this game leading up to the next. Some real and some fictitious. I like how they throw that, they sprinkle that in there so you kind of like get a, you know, an idea. Dr. Emmerich Keeley becomes a father. He names his son Hal. And that's in 1980. So of course Hal would be, you know, Otacon from the Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 games. To be continued in Chapter 5, Outer Heaven. So there is one more chapter. I don't even know what to say. Should we just let this roll? I want to hear this song. Yeah, let's just let this grow and grow. Let this. I just don't even want to talk over this, but I mean, it's a great wrap-up story to the boss and Snake. I mean, I kind of feel like though some of it at the beginning was a little bit forced. I feel like at the end of 3, he was. Maybe he didn't. I mean, it's easy for me to say that he had resolved all his feelings after Eva had told him the truth of what the boss, you know, did. But hearing that from someone who has already just double-crossed you and left you, you know, like, is that really that easy to swallow? I don't know. Probably not. So he probably did have unresolved feelings and doubts about the boss's true intentions. So I think this really wraps that up. And you know, I was surprised too that by the end of this game, Big Boss is not really yet jaded or anything. He's been building up his army and he's becoming a great man, and he's still very honorable at this point. Now, whether he's going to lose that honor in Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, I don't know. I mean, I think that's kind of what this is all leading up to, is that he's going to get to the point where there's no coming back for him. And then, of course, leading to Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. But then, of course, you know, whatever, the victors... History is told by victors, so... Victor. Like, that's a good guy. The victors. And, so Metal Gear 2, I mean, is he really bad then? Who knows? I mean, he's basically fighting against Zero, who's manipulating Solid Snake and Foxhound, Colonel Campbell, and all that jazz. So now, if you want to talk about music and last or title themes or whatever, like this here, Heaven's Divine. I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely very good. It's really hard too because, gosh, if you haven't heard any of the music from 5 yet, it sounds amazing. Like pretty much all 3 songs that they have played. One of them is played by Garbage. The other is by Mike Oldfield, who did Tubular Bells, like a 1970s like pretty much the first instrumental, like best, good selling record in the 70s. So he's a hell of a composer and all that, musician and all that. And then, he doesn't sing on that song, but it's still an awesome song. And then, I don't know who sings with some lady, but the other one, Sins of the Father. I mean, they're all awesome. So those 3 songs right there are already in my top almost 5 Metal Gear Solid songs, which is saying a lot. Of course, the best is yet to come at the end of Metal Gear Solid 1. I mean, I think, how can you beat that? And the whole scene where they're riding off in the snow and then it rolls that with the Alaskan footage. There's actually not that much music from Metal Gear Solid 2 that I care for. I guess I Can't Say Goodbye to Yesterday or whatever. That's good, but still, I would prefer Heaven's Divide over that. I think, I don't know. They're probably tied. You know what really surprises me, and I feel like it would be so perfect, is that Kojima never, maybe it's just too much money, but never reached out to Yoko Kanno and got her to do any music. Or if she did, and I don't know, maybe you can correct me, but I'm pretty sure she did. That would just be awesome. Of course, she did her, the Seatbelts, did Cowboy Bebop soundtrack and all that stuff, and a million other animes and great musics. So this is just so weird because I know, it just told us there's going to be a chapter 5, but it rolled the credits before that. It's, I don't know. I guess you really do. You go through an experience when you play Metal Gear Solid games. It really is. It's like, you're watching a movie, you're playing a game, you're reading a comic book almost in this one, kinda. You got the, like I said, I don't appreciate those quick time events, but the torture scenes or whatever, when you have to do I won't even call this quick time, but the button mashing and stuff, that was unique, but now it's been in every one of them, and now it's really not that unique anymore. Now it's kind of like it has to be in the game, which is kind of weird. I can see them that not being in 5. I can see 5 breaking all the stereotypes of all the Metal Gear Solid games, no torture scene, no, will you even fight a Metal Gear? I mean, I don't know, I guess, but and so much of the story at this point is not known. Second runner, I didn't know that. There's a theme from Zone of the Enders 2 in here that I've never heard, or whatever. Zone of the Enders is really good too. I've talked about that in I think another playthrough. I thought that was going to be my next game, and it did not turn out to be that. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. Hopefully it's going to roll us back and we can actually, let's probably just let it go and we'll break it into
Snake,
multiple parts.
you still here? Come on. Let's go back.
I'm not going back.
Huh?
I'm done.
Snake, you don't mean...
I'm done looking for the truth.
What are you saying, Snake?
I was wrong.
Come on, boss. Everybody's waiting for you.
She betrayed me, Kaz.
She what?
In the end, she put down her gun. And when she did, she rejected her entire life up to that point, including me.
What do you mean?
In giving up her life, she abandoned everything she was as a soldier.
And you consider that betrayal?
I won't make the same choice as her. My future is going to be different.
Then...
Yeah, that's right. From now on, call me Big Boss.
Oh shit. Big Boss is serious now. He's Now it has the dedication, the commitment. All right. Ah, sweet. You got a tuxedo. Well, we'll leave it off there, and then I guess we'll pick it up for the very, very last part. So thanks for watching, and until next time, stay peaceful